Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Today, we're going to talk about what Agent CRM has built for Medicare agents specifically for AEP in 2025. So, we're going to be diving into the branding bundles and the changes that we've made, and kind of going step by step through what our goals were with Agent CRM, and how we've accomplished it. So, here's the agenda. I'm going to run through briefly what we're going to be talking about. Number one, capturing Medicare leads. The insurance agent that sells the most insurance is the one that talks to the most people. And we've got some great tools for you in Agent CRM to help with that. Automated follow ups, nurturing your existing Medicare database. This was a huge point of feedback that we got from Branding Bundles 1.0. The branding bundles that we did last year, we got so many compliments about the follow up and the nurturing. We got some great ideas on how we can help you bring your old database back on your calendar for policy reviews and such. And we took that feedback and we implemented it. And then we're going to talk about some of the updated Medicare branding bundles, the small details. We have some new campaigns in there. And now we have bilingual. So if you serve a Spanish speaking market, all of the marketing assets that we've created for you, the emails, the text messages, everything is in English and also in Spanish. And then we'll be showing you some of the new tools that we've built out for helping with your efficiency, including your scope of appointment and agent AI. We'll be talking about Loanne. We do have a special offer at the end, and then we're going to give you an implementation checklist. For those of you that have Agent CRM, we're going to show you how to take action on this. Everything we are showing you today, except for Loanne, is included in your Agent CRM $97 a month plan. And so let's just dive into it. So, capturing Medicare leads. This was definitely, like I said, one of the big things that we're working on improving inside of Agent CRM is how do we get more leads for us to talk to? And so we have we have lead gen workflows. There's two specifically that are my personal favorite. We have quite a few. I'll turn it over to you in just a moment so you can show what we have inside of the branding bundle for Medicare. But my two favorite are one, the text in campaigns. So you can have people text the word Medicare to your Agent CRM number, and then Agent CRM will actually initiate a conversation with them, getting their name and email address and getting them booked on your calendar. It'll even walk through the process of helping them fill out their scope of appointment prior to their locked in appointment with you. So how cool is that? Then the second lead gen workflow that I love, again, we have multiple. Will's going to show you in just a second here, but we have it so that it will respond to comments that are left on your Facebook page. So if you're out running ads, one of the things that you're going to notice is that people will comment on your ads. They'll say things like info or, please call me, things like that. And you're assuming your ads are going well. You have people that are responding the quote unquote right way, right? They're filling out a form. They're doing what they need to do to get in the Agent CRM. But there's a few people that comment, and we have built out a workflow that responds to those comments with a direct message so that now you can actually convert those people into leads as well. Will, do you want to just showcase real quick what's inside of our 1.0 Medicare workflows?
For those who are watching a replay or are new to this, branding bundles fully mapped out automation journey. So these are emails, texts, administrative tasks that create. If you ever go bowling, I still use the bumpers because I cannot figure out how to get that ball to the end of the bowling lane without help. And for some of us, those leads slip through the cracks, they fall in the gutters. The whole journey is mapped out here. We're going to start with the lead gen, like Alex mentioned, lead gen optional. So if you guys are doing text in, generate lead from text in. You can choose keywords if you want to do some sort of other like T65. If you guys are turning 65 and you have no idea about Medicare specifics, I still get confused. Customer replied Medicare, a bunch of admin stuff happens, and then we ask for details. Hey, what's your email? hey, what's the best way to contact you? And then through some cool stuff that goes on, we automatically start nurturing them. So my hope for you guys is you're going to get leads just plugging themselves into your calendars,
Yep.
but you're going to get notices. Hey, a new lead just texted in. Hey, a new lead just filled in your form, so that you can automate this net. You cast your net. You put a post up on Facebook. You have a mail out. Maybe some of you are talking about, hey, I have leads with email. Sorry, no email, no phone. Someone commented, but I have addresses. You could do a mail out. That'd be mailbox power, but you could do a text in campaign and then collect leads that way. So great option for a source of leads. 1.0 white, no matter what bundle you're using, IULs, annuities, etc. 1.0 is how you connect your leads to our system, because the goal is that as leads express interest, instantly we need to get on them and strike while the iron is hot. We need to organize them. We need to tag them. We need to put them in the right pipelines. And then we need to start inviting them to our calendar, sending texts and emails and notifications. Hey, new leads come in. Oh, Aaliyah, you got a new lead. David, you just got a new lead. Here's their details. That's the goal. Did you want
Yep.
me to show any of the other ones before you move on to the next slide?
Sure. Yeah. Let's go for it. Feel free to take over the screen share, by the way.
I am screen sharing. Can you guys give thumbs up if you can see my screen? Yeah, Elizabeth can see
Awesome.
it. Perfect. I got a couple thumbs up here. All right. Branding bundles last year were launched. There's a lot of gaps that we have now closed. One of them is that every piece of information related to your policies, we have what are called custom fields. It's like a place for your data to live. If you have a policy number, if you have a carrier, every branding bundle, and we're talking about Medicare here, is included. So monthly premium, when did they fill in the scope of appointment, Part A, start date, etc. What's their policy status? You can upload a few extra things. But the coolest feature is now on the top right. On the left, some of you have so much clutter. We have so much clutter. I don't even want to talk about how much clutter we have. We're making it even easier to access and update records. On the top right, you'll notice this cool policy update button here. And if I click Medicare, I've just got the Medicare information in here. So it does grab some of the details. If there are details already filled in, it will pull them into here. And I can choose the date. I can make sure I fill in the information. And then if I sold, let's close the loop. I just made the sale. I change it to sold, hit submit, and it takes care of everything else. It updates the records and it triggers the next action in the sequence. So I can close that here. And it looks like I was playing around with a fake email. So it might, oh, there we go. There's the text. There's that. Let's turn off privacy mode for a second. Hey, congrats on your new plan. Check your email for more onboarding information. Marked them as one. And then if it was a valid email, an email would actually go out that says a similar thing. So full folder of details, and then a quick, easy to access, update the records, and then mark as sold. Or you can mark them as referral requests and also just send out a referral. And then we'll talk briefly about AEP, OEP. That was on the slide, right? I'm already getting ahead of myself
Yep.
here.
You're good. You're good. Keep on rolling, man. Yeah. This is great.
Right, so any of the red ones, red is often like compliance or something specific to your product. ACA would have some specific stuff too, like marketplace access consent. But for Medicare, we've got AEP campaigns, OEP, SOA, T65. My goodness, the acronyms that we have to remember. CMS, A2P. So what we've got here, we'll do AEP. You guys will know your segments, you'll have your contacts, and all you'll do is just throw a tag on them, and they're going to come in, and we're going to check. Did you tell us that they were Spanish? You can use a tag or There's a little toggle. If you tag them Spanish, they'll just automatically go into the Spanish branch. So we've got those
So
tucked
cool.
away elsewhere, but the language is going to be their language, if that's English or Spanish. And then we've got a wait step. So when it turns to August, they'll move to the next step. And then when it's the 25th of August, AEP is almost here. And then we've got pre-AEP heads up, like, yo, just to get on your radar. Annual enrollment starts soon. Just keep me on your radar. I'll be opening my calendar for reviews starting September 1st. Change any of this language as you like. Change the wait steps as you like. But the goal is that come enrollment time, you are the agent that they get on the calendar with.
Yes.
Alex, I know that last year it felt like, what was it? Sharks in the water was the theme of Medicare.
Yeah.
Am I right?
So many agents were focused on protecting their book with all the changes that were coming out and all the radical changes and plans that were being offered. This year, I get a strong sense that Medicare agents are going back out on the hunt. Like they are ready to not just guard their book, but go and grow it. And so we want to give you the tools to do that inside of the branding bundles. So that's what we've been working on.
Similar idea with OEP and then T65 if they are turning 65. We have a bunch of smart filters. Looks complicated, but all you need to remember is that if you add the tag and they have the right age conditions, that they'll start to get nurturing within a few months of them turning 65. Hey, are you turning 65 soon? Oh, I am. Thanks for remembering me. I didn't have to remember you.
Yeah.
I just put you in the system and tagged you, and the system is going to remember things on your behalf. I think that's the big takeaway for me with automating systems is that you can't remember everything.
Right.
And so you should have a system that keeps track, whether it's just emails going out, but we also have internal notifications too. Quick example, which isn't relevant to the slide, but if you guys just had an appointment and you didn't sell on the call, our system's going to tell you, hey, like, don't forget this person, you should probably check in with them because they might close if you just, take a little more care of this opportunity. So, anything you want me to show here before we go back to your slides, Alex?
My next slide is on the speed to lead alerts and the updated no-show workflow. So if you could briefly show them the 2.0 and then the 3.0 and 3.1,
cool.
That would be awesome. Many people don't know that we have these tools available, and even if they do know, they haven't dove into like what is happening behind the scenes here, and how detailed are we getting in these 2.0 lead workflows.
Definitely. I'm just looking at your slides here to prompt, and we've got some questions coming in. Great questions. We'll take more detailed time at the end. Some of these features are new, and you're like, how do I access them? So we'll talk about that near the end as well. Speed to lead alerts, no show, awesome. Trigger. All right, back to me here. Okay, so if we go into the new lead campaigns, new lead here. So remember the 1.0 white, whether it's a text in, whether it's your Kaboom leads, whether it's your Facebook leads, they come in through one, but then they step into the next campaign automatically. We do a bunch of back-end stuff, clean records, super important, tags, notes, dispositions, no more stickies. You just have your sticky notes. You can retire that pad because we're taking all of these back-end notes here. And then again, what language do they speak? And then we send them messages, we send them texts. Now, Alex, it would be in the 1.0 white where we tell the agent, hey, you got a new lead, get on it. But this is the sequence where we send right away. Strike while the iron's hot. Hey, you just filled in the form. Hey, you just expressed interest. Calendar link. Here you go.
Yep.
Show one. Add an attachment. I've seen on the Facebook group some great examples. People are sharing. Check it out. Check it out. The photos with text messages. That's a great. Some people are saying we can't see. Can't see it now. I am sharing. Alex, can you stop sharing?
Sure.
This is the challenge with tag team hands off.
Yeah, go
I'm
for
getting
it.
some claps now. I think the handoff is our issue here, Alex. We're not as
My
great a
bad.
team as we thought we were. Oh, worst. Okay, so I'll have to recap briefly. 1.0 white, they come in there, then they come into 2. Administrative things take place so that we keep clean records,
Yes.
organized records. Ask for their language, and then we start blasting them. Hey, do you want to talk? Email and text. Wait, email and text. Yo, get on the calendar. Get on the calendar. Here's my calendar link. Hey, let's talk. Hey, still waiting for you. Add your photo. That's a great way just to build connection. And especially some of those AAP and OEP reminders, that would be a great place to add some of them as well. Just like a wave, more like a casual, like, hey, remember me? I'm your guy, I'm your gal. That's what you'll do to really take these up a notch. Um, what else was I supposed to show here?
I'm pulling up the slides now on my phone so that I have it. But a couple other things that we've done to the branding bundles that we're super excited about. One of the probably most underutilized or tools is the sold and reviewed workflow that we have. And so by default, the sold and reviewed workflow, this is what's triggered when you mark someone as one or when you slide them over to the sold. We have a great base here for you. And we have a lot of really fun things that are happening inside of this workflow. This is the area where every agent will want to jump in and make sure that the right information for your clients is being sent. Out of the box, this is going to work for you. You don't need to change anything. However, I recommend that you look into how we're introducing your client to their new policy and see if there's anything else that you want to add to it. So we've got a lot of fun little sticky notes. That's one of the things that we've done since we released 1.0 is you have these little sticky notes here. So it's like, what do I do? Well, you open up the sticky note and it gives you some directions on how you could modify that workflow. I think every single one of our workflows now has a sticky note. So that way, if you need help, then, you have the sticky note there. And of course, you have our other support options. But we've done a lot of work from Medicare Branding Bundle 1.0, which we released just in time for AEP last year, to this one. This sold and reviewed Medicare workflow has seen a lot of upgrades. And then kind of similar to what you were talking about, Will, about the AEP review, we have the email sent out on a timed basis for review, but we can show them that in just a bit here, but I also want to show the referral request.
Yeah.
I just want to just drop in the chat, just type the number 1 if you forget to ask for referrals. Because that's me too. I forget to ask for referrals all the time. I'll have people give us, great feedback, and then I will forget to ask for a referral. Well, what we've done on our side is we've made it so that it's automatic. This automatically happens. When you mark someone as sold or won, then I believe it's 10 days later, they start to get an email drip campaign from you asking for referrals. And the goal is for them to introduce you to their friends, their network, maybe their brothers or sisters. Like, we put you in a position where you are generating referral leads without you having to remember to ask for it. Our goal at Agent CRM is to help you maximize the value of every single lead. And one of the best ways that we can do that for you is to help you get more leads from the people that you sell. And so we've done this for you. We've got this set up for you. This happens automatically after you mark someone as sold. So is there
Yeah.
anything in here that we should showcase besides that?
No, I think one thing that's great is that many of you are new to the system and your leads have not flown through. The goal is they'd flow through the whole stage. But some of you've got a batch of clients, and as enrollment period starts, you could actually upload your client list
Mm.
and then send all of your clients this today or whenever you're ready to direct people. What you would do is you'd add the tag referral request, and that would kickstart the journey here, and it would bypass the wait step because you want to send it now.
Yep.
If you marked as sold in 10 days, we'll ask. But if you tag today, those will go out. And the thing that we've done, which I really am proud of, before it was like, hey, I'd like a referral, heads up. I'd like a referral if you know anyone. Now the email says something like this. Hey, would love a referral. And we include the calendar link. P.S. If you have someone in mind, feel free to forward this email to them. So we now have a call to action so that we can hopefully activate our clients to become our word of mouth specialists. There is goodwill that you've generated, and maybe this is one that you want to personalize as well. This would actually be a great one here. Maybe a video or maybe a photo of yourself. That way, this is going to be sent to people you don't know. And let's do here. So you'd have your happy waving photo. This is Harry's insurance here, Harry Seldon, if any of you catch my reference. But what you do is you'd blast this out, and then your clients will get this message and they'll be prompted, hey, oh yeah, I like David. David's a great guy. I like Warren. Okay, yeah, I think I was just talking to my cousin. I was just talking to my aunt about Medicare, and they were talking about, oh yeah, let's forward this. So that way we're creating assets here. We've got a text, an email, and then 6 months later, we just automate the ask.
Yep.
One more time. So
One thing I
tag.
want to point out before we move, I don't know if you guys are catching this, but on every single workflow that we send out messages, scroll down a little bit there, Will. Every single message that we've written out for you, whether it's an email or a text, is in English and in Spanish. So if you serve a Spanish audience, we've got you covered.
Yeah.
If you know someone who serves a Spanish audience, please tell them about Agent CRM.
Yeah.
We are the only bilingual Medicare CRM.
Hey,
And so we have all of our marketing assets written out in Spanish now, it was a lot of work, but I am just so proud of all the work that we've done here. And it
yeah,
is
let's
very easy to turn on. Go ahead and let's talk about
yeah,
how do you
I'll check
use
that
that?
quickly. So Spanish, where is it and why did we build it the way we did? We know not everyone cares about the Spanish version. And we know that just looking at workflows sometimes can feel overwhelming. So what we did was if you have a tag, the lead will automatically go to the right place. It's got a filter. And we've tucked all of the Spanish workflows away elsewhere. So if you care about them, you get the benefit. If you don't care, it's hidden.
Mhm.
And where is that? It's just going to be in an extra folder, Spanish workflows. So all of the campaigns are there. The language and emails can be adjusted there. And the contacts will naturally or automatically receive those communications. So
Okay.
briefly what that looks like here from the lead's point of view. What happens to them? They come in somehow. And we're going to go to the website that we've created for y'all. And check this out. We actually have a language switcher now. So all they have to do is say, I speak Spanish. And now the language on your website is instantly translated.
So
There's not a
cool.
second website, there's one website. And then if they are asking for information, what language do you prefer? If you want English or Spanish, they're going to say Espanol, and then they're going to automatically be tracked and tagged as a Spanish contact. And that way, they're going to go into the right sequences. Now, if you don't want Spanish, you can remove this field from the form and you can ignore it and you'll never have to deal with it. But this is, super great feature. Now, we've got Medicare, ACA, final expense, and the whole library of bundles will be updated over the next month. So if you're watching this and you want other things too, that's coming your way.
Yep. Super, super proud of this. One of the largest untapped markets online is the Spanish speaking market for insurance. And so we are moving aggressively to help all insurance agents that use Agent CRM to be able to reach out to that huge audience. So very excited about that. We're almost to the point where we're going to be able to take questions. I see a wall of questions in here. You guys are awesome. They have such detailed questions, Will, such good, juicy questions on how to use this.
We're going to get in the weeds here.
Yeah, in just a second we will. But I want to briefly talk about Loanne, and then we'll take question and answers. So one of the new things that we have been rolling out here at Agent CRM is a voice assistant program called Loanne. Notice how we spelled Loanne. The LOA is in a different color. It's your virtual LOA assistant.
I don't know if you've seen, Alex. I came prepared today.
Hey, you got the shirt. Nice. I love it. I love it. So Loanne is a voice AI system that can handle every single one of your inbound calls. So no matter what time of day someone's calling, if it's the weekend, Loanne will answer the phone for you. It sounds human. It can take a message. It can schedule an appointment. It can answer general questions about Medicare. All of the information about the phone call will be stored on a contact record. So it'll know, hey, John Doe called. Here's the transcript. Here's the recording. If they did an SOA over the phone, it's saved. So it does inbound. Loanne can also make outbound calls for you. So if you have a large database of people and you want voice AI assistant to call out to those leads, introducing them to you again and getting them on your calendar, it can do Loanne. It can do that as well. So it has an outbound for your current database, and then we also have a specifically trained outbound agent for new leads as well. So as you're generating new leads, whether it's from Facebook or a lead vendor or whatever lead generation method you use, seminars, etc., it can make those outbound calls. All of the actions can be triggered within Agent CRM. So we set up Loanne for you, and then you simply add a tag, and boom, Loanne can call them. And within the Agent CRM system, within Loanne, it can actually do a handoff to you. And so, you can tell us, this is when I want Loanne to call me and, send the client my way. And Loanne will do that. And so, it can recognize when it's during business hours and transfer the call to you live if it, warrants that. Otherwise, it'll just leave a message and then you can call the individual back at a convenient time for you. So Loanne is priced out at $497 per month. There is no setup fee. That is unlimited minutes. So we're not counting minutes. Any minutes by Loanne is not rebilled. All the minutes that Loanne has is included. So it does inbound and outbound. Loanne, I'm mentioning it on a Medicare webinar, but Loanne is trained in all insurance products. Group benefits, dental and vision, ACA, life, annuities, all of it. So Loanne is your digital LOA, and she can help you sell any and all of your products. She can even do cross-selling if you wanted to. So that is the Loanne.ai voice assistant. If you're interested in Loanne, you can comment on this Zoom channel, Loanne, and we can set up a call to do a demo so you can actually see what she sounds like, how it works, what it looks like inside of Agent CRM. And then if it's a fit for you, you can move forward. And if it's not a fit, no problem. But we are super excited about Loanne. We're moving to an AI age. Like even at Agent CRM, we enhance the support that our team can provide you with AI tools. And so we've been using the backbone behind Loanne since January to handle inbound calls, make some outbound calls, etc. And so we know and trust Loanne, and we want you to feel confident and secure knowing that we have built a voice AI system that understands your client's needs, understands how you do business, knows the compliance and regulations that you have to follow.
Yeah.
And it's all tucked into your agent CRM system. So every call that it makes, every note that it makes, all of that can be found inside of Agent CRM. So if you're
Yeah.
interested, comment Loanne. And Jim Lambert's on here, and he uses Loanne. He says callers like it. So, and a lot of people don't even know that it's a voice AI. We do not tell it to lie. If people ask and say, "Is this AI?" The answer is
Yeah.
yes. We tell it to be honest. But it is most people don't even know. So it's a very
And
human voice.
here's a cool story behind the scenes. The voice of Loanne, you will have options, but one of the standard voices is actually one of our previous employees, Lily. She was our
Yes.
project team manager, and she lent our voice. You might still hear her voice in some of the training videos in our training course, but we use her as our inbound phone support. So if you guys call in phone support, ask some questions, the tone of voice, that could be one of the options that you get. I believe Jim is using Lily's voice because he preferred it to the default option. So kind of a fun little behind the scenes story. Shout out to Lily. She's now pursuing a coffee business and
Yes.
momhood, but her voice and her personality lives on. We have cloned her with AI. She can
Yeah.
never quit.
I love it. So that's Loanne. But we got a lot of questions about just what we've released in the bundle. And so I think we should just kind of go through it and answer those questions one by one. If you have questions for us, please drop them in the chat. We're going to just scroll up to the top here
Yeah,
and
and
go down the
let's do
list.
a quick detour while you guys are
Yeah.
thinking of your questions. What do you want to take away from this time? What do you want to know about Agent CRM and the Medicare assets specifically? Many of your questions, I got a private message to me while we were chatting. How do I get set up? The Activator is your guide, your roadmap to success. It's broken down, top left Activator, broken down by phases. So there is setup required. It's like plugging in the wires to your computer. You got to plug in the wires. You got to connect Google Calendar. You got to connect your phone number. So if you've done phase one, you move on phase two. How do I use the dang system on a daily basis? How do I add that referral tag so that I can actually trigger that referral request? That would be this video, for example, launch targeted. And actually, I'm demoing that video referral request in this as well. So Activator is going to be your go-to, and we'll talk briefly upgrades and expansion, extra dials to turn so that you can get even more performance, like cross sells. We did not talk about that on this call, but we've got a whole cross sell engine as well. Call scripts, cool things in there. And if you get stuck, let's go support options, support hub, regular access to live trainings and coaching sessions like the one that you're on. We've got the Facebook group that we've mentioned with tips, tricks, news items, and more. Phone, if you guys are looking to experience our version of Loanne, it's our internal support AI. You can actually screenshot or write down this number and give it a call. You'll hear the tone of voice. You'll hear an example of how the technology has evolved. And then tickets, you can open up a ticket, leave us lots of notes. And then we also have Zoom where you guys can jump on a call if you're like, hey, where do I find my SOA? How do I trigger something that's not working? Quick questions, quick fix calls. All right, I just wanted to blitz through that because I know that some of our viewers are asking questions. Some of our guests on this call are like, I just need to know how to get started. Well, let me at them. Let me at them. So Activator and support options. But we do have some questions pouring in here. And Alex, I
Yeah.
sent you a message as well directly.
Yes. I
Okay.
see it. I see it. So for
Awesome.
the first question was around T65. And I know we talked quite a bit about it, but if you could just show how is that triggered so that people know that it's working?
Yes. So most learning opportunity workflows, automations consist of two parts. One is a trigger, the other is an action. And as you learn our system, as you work through the Activator videos, understanding what are the assets or campaigns you get, but also what triggers them. So if we go into T65, there's a trigger, and there's actually a couple triggers. You could either tag them T65, you could change a disposition, or you could add a tag. And the beauty of this is that you can actually bulk tag a whole list and the system will figure out if they're old enough.
Yeah. So cool.
Now, if the date of birth is empty, we will add them to a Medicare campaign. So if you don't want that, you can just delete it. Like if you're just trying to one off clean up and organize, if there is no date of birth present and you blast a whole list and you haven't filtered for an empty date of birth, simply remove this. But in the future, if you have their date of birth, this is the cool part here. If you have their date of birth and they're 62, if they're 61, if they're 50 years old, and you're using the system long enough, they're going to keep filtering back. Every so often, they're going to keep filtering back. And then the moment they meet the right conditions, they'll keep filtering, keep filtering. The moment they fit the conditions, they're going to go into the text and email. That way you can just upload your whole list. And then in
Yep.
the background, the system will take care of it for them or for you.
Love it.
Yeah. Can we delete the language filter and not disrupt the flow? I would just propose that you delete. You don't really need to. It can just be there unless you want to clean up for your own look. Some of the features that you don't care about, if you just leave the Spanish thing there, it's not going to be an issue. You can try deleting it. Just if it deletes everything else, don't save the workflow. But yeah, you could do some cleanup if you wanted.
We're getting some questions. How do they? We have a lot of users that are have the first Medicare branding bundle that we launched, and now they're seeing all these updates. How do they get the updated Medicare branding bundle?
Yes, great question. So, how the system works, we're always finding opportunities to improve. We are relentless, and our lead designer on this, Shaw, bless him, he is just so eager to make these perfect. He's a little hard on himself at times. So, we're like, Shaw, it's good. But we're always finding new opportunities to develop, fix bugs if there are any changes that take place that impact the system. However, one of the challenges in new features is that we cannot push these updates into your account. If you're an active user and you've been already using the bundles, we cannot force these changes on you because what will happen is it will overwrite anything that you've done. So if you've made your own beautiful email sequence and you've changed all these things and you made some of the adjustments, if we push them, it will reset. It will break things like your 1.0 if you've connected your Facebook campaign in the ads vendor one, it will refresh. So what you're going to do is either track the changes that you've made, or you're just going to be good with the bundle you have as is. But if you want the stuff that's new, you're going to log any changes you've made. You're going to reach out support options, support hub, and you're going to say, hey, I would like the new Medicare features. Please, please give them to me. And then what we're going to do is we're going to update your system, and then you'll just do some of the reconnections. That would be under Activator. Phase 1 update essential automations. This one would be a good one to go through again if we're going to push those updates to you. So reach out, raise your hand and say, hey, that's me. I want the new stuff. Please pass that into my account. Any of the bundles have been updated. Every single bundle, we've made massive updates. And this is the first time we're really drawing attention. You guys probably should actually ask for them because they're worth it. They're worth making any changes to your system. Some of these features have streamlined how you use the system in so many ways. And let's quick side tour. I'm seeing another question about mortgage protection or other bundles. You can always see what the latest assets or bundles are. Bottom left, click and play. And then you can choose the bundles: ACA, annuities, dental and vision, final expense, group benefits, IULs, infinite banking, life, Medicare, mortgage protection, PNC, and recruiting. And if you don't see what you want, you just tell us. You vote for, tell us, hey, I want this bundle, please. It's like a voting system. So if you guys get me the votes, I will get you the bundles. So, all right. Yes. Looking through those questions here. Awesome.
So yeah, people were asking, when was this released? I want to say about 3 weeks ago. Is that right, Will?
Yes, we quietly released. So new users post 3 weeks ago all have this already. Anyone before that will have to raise their hand.
Mm-hmm. All of the branding bundles are free. Every single branding bundle and all the bundle add-ons are free. They're all included with your Agent CRM subscription. There is no extra cost for anything that we're showing you today.
Yeah.
So
Loanne cost extra, but
yeah, yes. Loanne is extra. Yes. So yeah. But other than that, everything is included. So you are good. Question: if we bought into the CRM and system, how do we access the training to do our own campaign? If you have the Marketing Plus upgrade, then there will be a link on the left-hand menu for AdBase. This is a demo account, so you don't see it here, but it is available if you have the Marketing Plus upgrade. If you're interested in the Marketing Plus upgrade and you want our ads, you want our daily ad review sessions, you can go to the extras and click on Explore Marketing Plus and learn more about that.
And then we do have a 2-week free trial of Marketing Plus for those who are interested. Marketing Plus is us working with you to launch a Facebook ad and generating new exclusive leads. So if you need a lead solution, and I'll leave a little tip here too. You guys are on this call at a perfect time, or if you're watching the replay before open enrollment starts, before annual enrollment, you're doing a good job. Some people come to us mid enrollment season. I don't have time for this. So get on it, set it up so that you are ready out the gate. We want to use those AEP, OEP campaigns because they are best used before enrollment starts, because they're going to give a ramp up. They're going to give little waves. Hey, this is coming down the pipes. Keep me on your radar. I am your agent. Don't forget it. Yes. And let's leave another note here because it's connected to Marcus's question. How do you put agents, different agents pictures in? So we have designed these bundles to get set up and launched as quickly as possible. We use a special process called our customizer. This instantly adds your branding. In this example, we're using Harry's Insurance. But if I was to upload a different logo, every email instantly would update with this. Now, there are some people who have teams, and that's going to be a different way to set up your account. There is what we have, an agency program. Alex, do you want to dump Bob's link into the call or the agency website? But the system is optimized for one book of business per account. There have been some horror stories of users of ours who have crammed their accounts with agents and then someone deleted things they should not have because they had access and permission. Yeah. So, and we're like, sorry, you guys gave them access. So what we recommend is a best use case, and the system is optimized for one book of business per account. If you have LOAs, if you have assistants, maybe there's a little bit different way you set that up. But if you are looking to explore more of an agency way to use this system, check out the link below, consult.agent-crm.com. Consult.agent-crm.com is where you'll talk to Bob about the agency program.
Yep. Yep.
Yep. And Jill's asking here, back on Marketing Plus, let's go again. Extras, account upgrades. I need someone who works with Marketing Plus, who works with dummies. Will Marketing Plus work with me? Hey, Jill, I'm a dummy too. I can fool you into thinking I know about marketing, but I've never launched an ad before. And I need someone not just to hold my hand, I need someone to carry me. And that's what Marketing Plus is all about. For those who have watched our journey over the last few years, you know that we actually used to do a lot of selling courses. We would teach you how to be an expert. And what we realized is that people don't have time or don't want to take time to learn. They want someone to guide them. They want a coach. Just like I hired a coach at the gym because I needed to figure out how to not hurt myself with barbells. You guys want a coach for marketing. They're going to work with you to launch through our Marketing Plus program and review the ads. So that's the Marketing Plus here.
We got a great question. How do we trigger people so that they get those AEP emails that we've written out? We talked about triggering for
definitely
birthdays and stuff like that, but how do we do it for that?
I believe we did actually cover this, but I'll do it again just to lock in the learning. Again, workflows have triggers and actions. And any of you who are watching this video, or if you have the branding bundles, you can simply find the asset you're looking for. Automations, left-hand side. And then what we're going to do is we can go into the folder, it's there, but let's just type in AEP. Oh. I'm like trying to shortcut here. That didn't work. Okay, never mind. You go in and you type in, you find the Medicare stuff, enrollment periods. It makes sense enough here for organization. AEP, and you find what is the trigger. Add the tag, and you're good. We've designed all of our branding bundle assets so that you can find your way around a little bit easier. For example, if I want to send the AEP campaign, let's just go into a contact. And if I want to send the campaign, I can just type in the tag. Oh, look, it even shows up. But I can just type in AEP. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't have to remember the number. Oh, AEP. There you go. You just add the tag. It's organized in a very efficient way. And if you're wondering what happens when I tag AEP, well, then you go in 2.1 red. You just remember that number in color. Where okay, there's 2.1 red. Oh, there it is. And then you go in and you can find what happens connected to that asset. There's also, hey, here's the instructions on that. But here's another example. If you're using the pipeline feature, which is a visual way to organize your leads, we'll go into Medicare new leads. I can see all the stages, and look, there's the colors and numbers as well. So appointment set, nurturing, no contact. So AP and OEP would be nurturing, but you can see the whole breakdown and you can backtrack or find the connected assets by doing that. Let's do one more look here quickly. I showed you on the pop-up, but I'll also show you here. Changing the toggle will also trigger the right actions. So if it's no contact, 2.1 purple. If I tried to call you and I didn't get through, I could change that disposition and it would trigger. Remember, the trigger sets off the workflow. There is the action.
And how do they do that in bulk? We got to put, they're like, man, I got a database full of folks. How can I do that all at once?
Yes, definitely. Now I will show you, but I want to show you where you can find the answers again. Phase 2, launch and daily use, launching targeted campaigns. This is the video that you're going to watch. It's going to be a bulk ad of a tag. So you just need to know what is the campaign you're trying to launch, just like I showed you with referral. Let's see here. You find out what the trigger is, and you can also just type it in because it's typed AEP. So training is in phase 2, launch bulk campaigns, but I'm using privacy mode because YouTube will even though this is all fake, YouTube will auto flag this video. So you select all your records if these are AEP eligible records, and then you just add the tag, give it an administrative name, AEP campaign, it's just internal, and then we just tag AEP. And then we're going to add the tag, and that's going to add them to the sequence. It will not start until August, whatever date we had in the workflow. So that's the gist of it. Yeah, great question. But again, I want to make sure you guys know where you can find the answers. It's all in the Activator phase 2 for daily use and engagement here.
Love it. And then for those of you that use RetireFlow, we love the Millers. They've created an amazing product, and RetireFlow integrates very well with Agent CRM. What RetireFlow does is it will put the lead inside of Agent CRM, and it applies a tag. What you will have to do, or what we can do on a quick fix call, is based on the tag that comes in from RetireFlow, you will then make sure that they get added to the branding bundle. So RetireFlow works very well with Agent CRM because we are built on the Go High Level platform. They've done a great job of integration. What you'll need to do is tell those leads where to go once they're added in from RetireFlow. Again, it's all about the workflow triggers. So they'll add a tag, and then what you need to do is create a custom workflow, or we can help you, that says when this tag happens, when that trigger is clicks, then what do? We add it to the branding bundle. So again, I'm using a little bit of a nerdy language. For those of you that know workflows, you get it. For those of you that are like, what the heck did he just say? Jump on a quick fix call and my team can help you with that. It's pretty simple, but it is just something that you just have to learn how to do. So and we're happy to do it for you. We can do it for you for free on a quick fix call. We got your back.
Yeah, and let's answer another question here. Can we customize? We give you, our hope is 95% of what you want. Part of the challenge in doing your business is staying out of the weeds as much as possible. We know a lot of you don't care and don't want to modify things because you just need to start using it to make sales. But some of you have an insight about what you need, and you can hack apart, you can modify, you can build from scratch, you can use our templates, you can Frankenstein them, you can do whatever you want with this content, change the wait timings, you can add additional triggers, you can create new branches, you can add a Japanese language branch if you want. Whatever you want to do with this system is fully unlocked to you to modify as you want. I've seen some great ways that users are hacking our bundles, especially maybe considering the bundle the foundation and then building or reverse engineering from there. That would be what you can do. We don't lock things down.
Yep, it's all yours. We created the base and we're giving it to you to do with it what you wish. We've had some people take a branding bundle and basically modify pretty much all the pieces of it to fit a different product entirely. And we love to see that type of creativity. So it's all yours to do what you wish. So, and then Lillian asked a good question that I think we should show off our customizer. Is our information automatically updated in these bundles? Yeah, that's a great question. The answer is yes, it is automatically updated.
Yes and no.
But you have to use the customizer to do it.
Yeah. And for Lillian, we don't know your availability. We don't know your Google Calendar that needs to be integrated. We don't know a lot of that detail. So if you watch phase 1, the bundles will be prepared to use. So part of that is the customizer. I will blitz through that. But that's the first phase of setup, is making sure that our system knows your business. We've got the bundles waiting and ready for you, but our system needs to know your business. What work hours do you have? But your branding and some of your other information, that's going to be phase one. And this is one of the steps, customizer. You can fill in some details like your bio, your picture, if you have a signature, your NPN for credibility, your branding, you're going to fill that in. Some testimonials, those get put into the website, and then calendar links. So this will all be covered in phase one of the setup.
Yep. Well, this was awesome, you guys. We'll wrap this up. It's been an hour talking about the Medicare branding bundle. If you have additional questions for us, please reach out. We are here to help you. Um, if you are watching this and you're not an Agent CRM user, we would love to have you be a part of our team. We'd love for you to be our next success story. You can go to agent-crm.com. And for those of you that are like, I still have more questions, reach out to us on via support. We're here to help you every step of the way. We went over many of our support options, but if you have additional questions that weren't answered here, feel free to ask them in the Facebook group, because if you have the question, I'm going to guess that others have it as well. And so we want to be able to address any and all questions. There is no such thing as a stupid question. That just means that we haven't covered the material yet on a webinar or in a training video. So if you have a question, please ask it, no matter how dumb you think it is. And yeah, Will, thank you so much for co-leading this with us. I apologize to you guys for the quick technical snafu that we had a few moments ago. And we look forward to continue building and improving Agent CRM for you guys. So you guys are the reason that we spend so much time updating these Medicare branding bundles. We want to see you guys have massive success. And so we appreciate you, your loyalty, and your business, and we do not take it for granted.
Thank you, guys. See you in the Facebook group.